डियर स्टूडेंट, सेट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस के सीरीज में हमारा आज का टॉपिक है एन इम्पीरियल कैपिटल ऑफ विजयनगर। थीम 7, क्लास 12, बुक 2, मेडिवल इंडिया। सबसे पहले 1 मार्क क्वेश्चन शुरू करते हैं फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन से। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, विजयनगर एम्पायर वॉज फाउंड इन विच सेंचुरी? देर आर चॉइसेस: ए 13th century, B 14th century, C 15th century and D 16th century. You have to choose among them. Second question, the city of Vijayanagar was sacked in the year. Again choices: A 1563, B 1564, C 1565 and D 1566. Third question, Vijayanagar Empire was situated in A, again choice A Ganga Yamuna Doab, B Ganga Brahmaputra Doab, C Krishna Tungabhadra Doab and D Krishna Godavari Doab. Fourth, the ruins of Hampi was discovered by, again choice A Alexander Cunningham, B J.F. Fleet, C Colin Mackenzie and D John Marshall. You have to choose one. Fifth question, Vijayanagar was established in the year. Choice A 1436, B 1536, C 1336 and D 1236. Question 6, the rulers of Vijayanagar was known as A Rajas, B Nayakas, C Amar Nayakas and D Rayas. Again you have to choose among these 4 options. Question 7, from where was the initial information about Vijayanagar received? Question 8, why were the agriculture tracts in Vijayanagar included within the fortified area? There are choices: A to ensure proper tax collection, B to avoid starvation during siege, C to keep an eye on farmers and D to reduce the wastage of grains. Again you have to choose among these 4 options. Question 9, name the founders of Vijayanagar Empire. 10th, which another name was given to Vijayanagar by its contemporaries? Question 11, match the empires with their ruling dynasties. Again there are choices: 1, 2, 3, 4 are Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Vijayanagar and Bijapur, and you have to match them with A Hoysalas, B Cholas, C Sultans and D Rayas. Question number 12, the Kudurai Chettis were the, again choice, spice merchants, A, B horse merchants, C elephant merchants and D grain merchants. Question number 13, pick up the correct order of dynasties that ruled Vijayanagar. Again choices: A Sangama, Tuluva, Aravidu, Saluvas, B Saluvas, Sangama, Aravidu, Tuluva, C Saluva, Tuluva, Aravidu, Sangama and D Sangama, Saluva, Tuluva and Aravidu. You have to pick one among these. 14th question, what was the land between Tungabhadra and Krishna river called? Coming to question number 15, where was, which means which place, the army of Vijayanagar finally defeated? You have to write the place, name of the place where it was defeated. Question 16, the combined armies of which Deccan sultans defeated Vijayanagar kingdom? Again choices: A Bijapur, Ahmednagar, Golconda, B Bidar, Warangal, Gulbarga, C Gulbarga, Bijapur, Golconda, D Ahmednagar, Bijapur, Bidar. You have to choose the correct option. Question 17, the later Vijayanagar Nayakas ruled from which places? Again choice: A Penukonda and Chidambaram, B Penukonda and Chandragiri, C Chandragiri and Thanjavur and D Thanjavur and Penukonda. Choose the correct option. Question number 18, where was the Amar Nayaka system derived from or inspired from? Question number 19, who were Amar Nayakas? There are choices: A military commanders, B horse merchants, C traders, D farmers. So you have to choose among them. Question 20, the word Amar from the term Amar Nayaka was picked up from which Sanskrit and which Persian word? So you have to write the correct Sanskrit and correct Persian word which was the basis of Amarnayaka. Question number 21. The most striking feature about the location of Vijayanagar is the natural basin formed by Dash river. Options are A. Tungabhadra, B. Godavari, C. Kaveri, and D. Mahanadi. Again, you have to choose. Question 22. Who sent annual tribute to the king of Vijayanagar? Again, choices A. Mahanayakas, B. Amarnayakas, C. Chola kings, and D. Chera kings. Question 23. One of the most prominent waterworks seen in the ruins of Vijayanagar is A. Choice Sutlej Canal, B. Narmada Canal, C. Hirya Canal, D. Ganga Canal. Question 24. Abdur Razzaq was an ambassador sent by A. Ruler of Persia, B. Ruler of Turkey, C. Ruler of Egypt, and D. Ruler of Morocco. You have to choose among these four. Question 25. Which of the following statement is true with reference to Mahanavmi Dibba? Again, there are options which you have to choose the correct one. A. It was a massive platform rising from the base of about 11,000 square feet. B. It was a huge wall with no supporting pillars. C. It was a closed courtyard with pillars. And D. It was a temple used only by the kings. You have to choose the correct option. Question 26. What, according to Colin Mackenzie, was the purpose of the Lotus Temple? Again, choices A. Administrative block, B. Queen's Palace, C. Council Chamber, and D. Cremation ground. Choose the correct option. Question 27. The walls of Ram Hazara Temple has scenes sculpted from choices A. Mahabharat, B. Ramayan, C. Jatak, and D. Jain literature. You have to choose the correct option. Question 28. Which important water arrangement supplied water to agricultural field and royal center? Again, choices. First, Palampura tank, B. Kamlapuram tank, C. Tarapuram tank, and D. Karampura tank. So you have to choose the correct one. Coming to question number 29, the architecture style introduced by Turkish Sultan and adopted by Vijayanagar kings were called choices A. Indo-Islamic, B. Gothic, C. Classical, and D. Hybrid. So you have to choose the correct option. Question 30. Which Portuguese traveller described the houses of ordinary people in Vijayanagar Empire? A. Choice है Domingo Paz, B. Duarte Barbosa, C. Fernão Nunes, and D. Albuquerque. So you have to again choose. Question 31. Hazara Ram Temple, one of the spectacular structure of Vijayanagar, is located in, you have to choose the correct option. A. Sacred Center, B. Royal Center, C. Mahanavmi Dibba, and D. Lotus Mahal. Question 32. All royal orders of Vijayanagar kings were signed in the name of A. Shri Vishnu, B. Shri Vitthal, C. Shri Virupaksha, and D. Shri Jagannath. Again, choose the correct option. Question 33. Vijayanagar rulers indicated their close links with gods by using the title. Choice है इसमें A. Hindu Suratrana, B. Hindu Purush Ratna, C. Shrimant, D. Thiruratna. So you have to choose the correct option. Question 34. In terms of architecture, this period was evident for a new feature called A. Sanctum Sanctorum, B. Gopuram, C. Shikhar, and D. Mandap. Choose the correct option. Question 35, which is the last question of 1 mark segment. The question is, Vitthal temple was dedicated to Dash and Virupaksh temple was dedicated to Dash god. Again, there are options A. Ganesh and Lakshmi, B. Vishnu and Kartikeya, C. Vishnu and Shiva, and D. Parvati and Shiva. You have to choose the correct option. With this, we come to the end of the first segment of our this series, the 1 mark question. Now coming to the second segment, 3 marks question. First question is, what sources familiarize us with the history of Vijayanagar Empire? Second question, with whom did the Vijayanagar kings compete on their northern frontiers? Why did they compete with each other? You have to write their opponents, the name of their opponents and the reason. Question 3, what were the rulers known as? Or the question could come in other way. By what names did the rulers of Vijayanagar and their competitors at northern front were called? Question number 4, trade was considered as a status symbol for the people of Vijayanagar. This is a statement. In the light of this statement, explain the trade which enhanced the economy of Vijayanagar Empire. Question 5, mention the main achievements of Krishnadev Raya. Sixth, describe the rise and fall of Vijayanagar Empire. Question 7, what relation did the Rayas and Deccan Sultans share during the reign of Krishnadev Raya? Question 8, why did the Battle of Talikota take place? Question 9, give an account of Rayas, Amar Naikas and Naikas. 10, how were the water requirements of Vijayanagar met? 11, what were the significant features of fortification as described by Abdur Razzaq? And what were the advantages and disadvantages of enclosing agriculture land within the fortified area? Coming to question number 12, what architecture style of Turks was used by Vijayanagar king? Give example. What was the reason for this adoption? First part is repeated. Question number 13, how did the lives of ordinary people look like in Vijayanagar Empire? 14, why did the Vijayanagar king patronize the temples? What were the main differences between the masonry of temples and palaces? This question could come in a different way. Discuss whether the term royal center is an appropriate description for the part of the city for which it is used. Again, you have to mention the things like patronizing and the difference of masonry and the features of royal center. Question number 15, what was the architecture of buildings like Lotus Mahal and Elephant Stable signify? Question 16, what does the sculpture of Ram Hazara Temple or Hazara Ram Temple explain? Who used this temple? Question 18, why was the area on the banks of Tungabhadra river considered sacred center? Question 19, why was temple building a tradition in this part of Indian subcontinent? Or the question could come in a different way. What are the architectural traditions that inspired the architects of Vijayanagar? Also write the reasons for temple building. Why did they build the temples? Question 20, why did the people of Vijayanagar choose Virupaksha temple as the site of empire? Question 21, describe what you see on the pillars of Kalyan Mandap in temples of Vijayanagar. Question 22 in 3 marks segment, how was mapping done to understand the Vijayanagar site? Or the question can again come in a different way, how were the various structures, buildings, etc. surveyed, studied and preserved in Vijayanagar Empire? Question 23, which is the last question of question 3 segment, question 3 marks question segment. What do the studies or findings of architectural features reveal about the Vijayanagar Empire? And what do these investigations fail to reveal? So you have to write both findings and those things which could not be found. Coming to the next segment, the third segment of our test series is 8-mark question, this set of question. Question number 1, what have been the method of used to study the ruins of Hampi, that is Vijayanagar, over the last 2 centuries? How much the information provided by the Virupaksha temple priest are useful? So you have to write the method which was used to study over the 2 centuries, and you also have to support your answer with the Virupaksha temple priest's informations. Question number 2, describe the structure of Mahanavami Dibba. What significance was associated with the Mahanavami Dibba? Question 3, discuss whether the term royal center is an appropriate description for the part of city for which it is used, and also mention or explain all the structures associated with royal center. So this is a descriptive question. One part is, the first part is a repeat. Question number 4. What are the architectural traditions that inspired the architects of Vijayanagar? How did they transform these traditions? And this question could come in a different way. So I have kept it in a next question as a fifth question. How and why did the ruler of Vijayanagar adopt and adapt earlier tradition of ritual architecture? As you know that they followed the previous kings and they also followed the Deccan Sultan's architecture. So you have to do this question very carefully. Coming to the fourth segment of the set of questions, questions based on sources and figures. Question number 1. This again will go page wise. All the sources and figures will be included in this. Page number 170, figure 7.1, stone wall in city of Vijayanagar. This is the first picture of the chapter. Question is, what does the picture depict? And second question, what does the traveler Abdur Razak explain about the masonry work of the city walls? This question we have done. You have to be just a little careful in attempting this question. Question number 2, page 171, source 1, Colin Mackenzie, and figure 7.2, the questions which are given there. Now here the questions are, who was Colin Mackenzie? Second, what did he discover? Third, what did Mackenzie believe or conclude or infer by studying Vijayanagar for East India Company? And fourth, what was the basis of Mackenzie's initial information about the site? Third question, page 172, figure 7.3, Gopuram of Brihadeshwara temple. First question, where is the Brihadeshwara temple situated? Second, name the rulers of South India or Deccan from whom Vijayanagar kings borrowed concepts of temple building. Also write the name of temples. Next question is, what was the contribution or new innovation of Vijayanagar kings in temple architecture? Fourth question is page 172, source 2, Kings and Traders. Who has written this excerpt? Next question, which book did he write on statecraft? Third question, what was the language used? Fourth question, what steps are suggested to improve trade and attract more numbers of merchants? And next question is, what materials or products etc. were traded during the trade? Question number 5, page 173, box question, elephant, horse and men. Question is, explain the paragraph. Second question, which was the strongest kingdom in this part of Indian subcontinent in the period mentioned? Question number 6, page 176, box, finding about the city and figure 7.4, plan of Vijayanagar, and also it includes source 3. Questions are, first, name the travelers and their countries who visited in 15th and 16th century to the Vijayanagar Empire. Question 2, how important was mapping in understanding the planning of Vijayanagar? Third, how was Domingo Pais describe the city of Vijayanagar? How has he described the city of Vijayanagar, that is Domingo Pais? Question number 7, page 177, source 4, how tanks were built, and it also includes figure 7.5. Question is, what is the most striking feature about the location of Vijayanagar? 2, what is the name of tank made by Krishna Deva Raya? And 3, how important was this tank for irrigation? As I told you before, and I repeat it here, that all the answers you will find, most of the answers, maximum answers you will find in my notes, and little bit if you want you can refer to the NCERT. Now question number 8, page 178, figure 7.6, figure 7.7, figure 7.10, which is also on page 179, a gateway and a gopuram. Question, the arch and the dome depicted in figure 7.6 conveys or shows which architectural style introduced, and it is who introduced this, that is introduced by whom? Next question is, why did Vijayanagar kings adopt this type of architecture style? These questions are repeat. Next question is, what do the Gopuram explain about the Vijayanagar kings? So next question is question number 9, page 179, figure 7.8 and figure 7.9, pavement and Chinese porcelain. This portion talks about the common people. First question is explain the feature of roads in Vijayanagar Empire. Second, what does the figure 7.9 explains about the lives of ordinary people of Vijayanagar? Third, how does Duarte Barbosa, another traveler, describe the houses of ordinary people? And fourth, who was Duarte Barbosa? Now, as I said, all these questions, the answers you will find in the notes, because my notes are strictly based on NCERT books. So you don't have to look for it anywhere else. Coming to question number 10, page 180, box, a house of victory, and figure 7.11, the Mahanavmi Dibba, and another figure that is 7.12, that is the carvings. So all these three relate to the same type of questions. First question is, what does Domingo Pease write about audience hall and Mahanavmi Dibba? Second, what was the structure of Mahanavmi Dibba? Third, what was its significance, that is the rituals associated with Mahanavmi Dibba? Fourth, what is the theme of the carvings given in figure 7.12? Fifth, why did rulers patronize the temples? Sixth, who built Mahanavmi Dibba and why? And the last question of this set, Mahanavmi Dibba was a structure of which part of city? So as you see, I have tried to include as many questions for one set so that you don't have to rely on any other source, and you can find all the questions here. Question number 11, page 181, figure 7.13 and figure 7.14, Lotus Mahal, and figure 7.15, page 182. Questions are, who named the picture given in 7.13 as Lotus Mahal? Second question, why was it given this name? Third, what suggestion did Mackenzie give about the use of this structure? 12th question is page 182, figure 7.16 and figure 7.17, elephant stable. Questions are, what does the picture depict? Second is, what does the architecture of buildings like Lotus temple and elephant stable tell us about the rulers who commissioned them? Next question is question number 13. Before I move on with question number 13, this question also relates to the question here, what does the architecture building like Lotus temple and elephant stable tell us about the rulers who commissioned them? This question can come in as a part of question 11 as well. Now question 13 is page 183, figure 7.18, Hazara Ram temple or Ram Hazara temple, and figure 7.19, that is Madurai. Questions are, what does the dancing figure elephant and horses signify? Second, who used this temple? Third, what does the figure 7.19 depict? And fourth, what do the arches indicate about the architectural style of Vijayanagar Empire? Next question is question number 14, page 185, figure 7.20, Virupaksh temple, and also figure 7.21. First question is, what new features were evident in terms of temple architecture in Vijayanagar Empire? Again, this question is a repeat. Second question, what is the significance of Virupaksh temple in context of Hampi? Third question, how was Gopuram a mark of imperial authority? Question 15, page 186, figure 7.22 and figure 7.23, Kalyan Mandap and a pillar, and also figure 7.24, 7.25 on page 187. The questions are, what do both pictures depict? Second question, what was the use of Kalyan Mandap? Third question, what does it show about the function of temple? Fourth, explain the temple structures with reference to Virupaksh and Vitthal temple. And fifth, what do the pictures on page 187 and 188 depict? Question number 16. Before that, I would like to add that also on page 188, figure 7.26, Gopuram built by Nayakas. This is the topic for question number 16. Questions are, what was a Gopuram? Second question, who built them? Third, why do we find Gopuram and Vijayanagar style temple structure in eastern part like Madurai in the later period of Vijayanagar Empire. Question number 17, page 189 and 190. Figures are 7.27, 7.28, 7.29 and 7.30. And also on page 191, source 5. Questions are, when was mapping technique adopted to study the site and structures of Vijayanagar Empire? Second question, how did it help to understand the city? Third question, source 5, from the source 5, who has described the bazaar vividly? And next question, again from source 5, what does the writer describe? Then coming to the question 18, page 192, figure 7.31, Krishna Deva Rai is the topic. Questions are, where is the statue depicted in figure 7.31 stands? Second question, how does the king want to project himself? Third question, what was the achievement of this king, or what was his achievements? Fourth, how does Domingo Pais describe the king? Fifth, which king is mentioned here? When did he rule? To which dynasty did this king belong? So these are the questions for question number 18. Now coming to the last question of this segment and the set of questions. Page 193, figure 7.32, Queen's Bath. Question is, taking reference of Queen's Bath, explain what the buildings try to tell us. All those buildings which were built during Vijayanagar Empire. Then second question, what questions regarding the building structures remain unanswered? And last question, what does the figure 7.32 depict? This brings us to the end of this set of questions. I would like to tell you that all the answers you will find in my notes, maximum answers, and rest for little reference you can read the NCERT book as well. Thank you very much. Dear students, अगर मेरा वीडियो पसंद आया हो तो इसे अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर करें, लाइक करें और चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें. Thank you.